I'm back. Hey guys.
Hello,
And hey
everybody.
guys.
Thanks for tuning in. Conversations Overheard.
Once again, coming at you.
Yes. As usual, for our Tuesday nights.
Yeah. All right. This is an interesting conversation. They all are, but this is
glowing.
Well, thank you. It's freshly baked.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmetic surgery.
So
It's popular, right? Everybody's getting it done.
Everybody.
Everybody.
It used to be just kind of
Everybody
women.
ain't telling though.
True.
That's true. Everybody's not open with it.
But are they not telling because is there a double standard between men getting cosmetic surgery versus women getting cosmetic surgery? Is that the reason why it's so hush hush?
I think there's definitely a part of it. I mean, I don't really deal with a lot of guys that would be like, oh yeah, you know, man, I got a whatever, a pec lift or a butt lift or, you know, I got the bags removed from under my eyes. We just don't share information like that with each other.
But if your male friend said he did get something done,
Would you be looking at him sideways?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely.
what would be your first thought if one of your men friends said, you know what, I just got my abs done, so now I constantly have chiseled abs.
If that was the case, then the abs I'm willing to work with, because you're working out, you're trying to do stuff. I kind of get that part, but if you that dude that like had a butt lift, then no,
Well, Drake supposedly had a butt lift.
we ain't cool.
They call
though.
him BBL Drake.
He ain't my boy. I mean, I don't know that dude.
I think he really had ab work done, but they're just kind of like taking it to the next degree here and saying you got a BBL.
You open yourself up to that as a dude when you do something like that.
When you start it, you feel like this is going to snowball into this big old avalanche.
I know my homies. You ain't gonna have no peace behind that. That ain't something that you can do and like, yeah.
You don't have any peace.
You're going to lose your cool card.
But I should say, cosmetic surgery is really growing in popularity now.
I mean, I know a guy that he was in a car accident when he was much younger, and he had a scar. And he had the scar acid peeled or removed or something. Dude, handle that. I get it. But if you having a BBL,
okay, I get it. So for you, you're gonna be looking at your guy friend like, yeah, man, I don't want to talk about it. That's a little bit too much.
I'm probably not gonna be cool with you like that afterwards. I mean, we ain't like. It's gonna be hard to really be around you.
Okay, so I want to ask you and be very honest about this answer. If you knew a girl, a friend, or someone you were interested in, a family member, it doesn't really matter, and she has some cosmetic work done, would you feel the same way?
No, and I know a lot of women that have that I'm cool with. That I mean, okay, and I can appreciate that, But as my boy, then you had a BBL. Then I'm looking at it like, is that $35,000 worth? I mean, I don't need to be doing all of that type of stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean, I'm for whatever anybody appreciates. Whatever you don't ask me to pay for, I'm totally fine with. I get it, but I can't be cool with you like that. And you my boy, and you did something. Nah, we not cool.
I will say this. For me, I'm always very surprised when I hear about a guy getting cosmetic surgery. I'm not turned off by it, but I am just like, wow. And I think the reason why I feel that way is that in my mind, I always felt like men were just like, this is who I am. This is what it is. This is
what I gave
like
you.
it or love it.
Yeah.
They just seem so much more secure in that.
Because
versus,
society accepts them as they are.
Exactly. But for women, it's a different story. We're being compared to the next woman who has this, that, and the other, and it's always been that way. So, maybe I feel like, and I just feel probably, because I am a woman, that women have probably more body insecurities than a man would. But that obviously is not the case. I've heard of men that have gotten penile implants, but that's not something that the average person will be able to look at somebody and just know, oh, you have a bigger bulge. No one knows that.
Oh my
Unless you're in some sort of intimate setting, or if that person just told you. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Last week it was a sweet pickle, now it's a cucumber.
How did that happen? But I mean, I just feel like this. If you are not happy with something and you have the means to fix it and it's safe, then go make yourself happy.
I don't like your choice of the word "fix it" because that suggests that it's broken. If you have the ability or the means to change it,
All right. I'll roll with the alter it, change it,
Improve it.
improve it.
no, because
You don't like
improvement is a statement of value. Improvement means
Well,
that
improving in your own mind.
It's going to be
yeah.
subjective because this is a personal choice for that person.
I think
So-
that we could all agree that it's changed. I don't know that we could all agree that it's improved.
If it could be improved in the person's mind.
I'll give you a great example. A woman who has had 2 children, who has breastfed both of her children for 6 to 12 months. Her breasts aren't going to look like they did before she had those kids
Facts.
and nursed them.
Facts.
They're going to not look anything like that. And so when she used the word improve, that is improvement. It is taking it back to the natural state that it was before they became altered.
Yeah, I have to agree.
I like how she threw that altered in
Right,
at the
since
end.
that-
That little
right.
She got back like altered,
Since you like that word. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's subjective on this.
I mean, clearly, anything that anybody can afford to do without my help, I'm all for it.
You're like,
This
as
dude.
long as you don't ask me to get my wallet out, I'm good. Do what you need to
Now I
do.
got to work over because you want something altered and or improved. No, man. Okay, if you do it, I don't have to like it or agree with it, but it is what it is. But what you can't do is ask me to pay for it, number one, or 2, be my boy. We ain't doing that. We
Now-
ain't doing that.
We've been to the gym before and we've seen guys, and you can't really 100% tell, but I think that I can tell. Like, I've seen people who've had calf implants,
You think so?
oh, 100%. Yeah.
See,
They don't flex the same way. They're just constantly flexed.
don't flex.
Yeah.
Pling, pling.
I think some people are just born with those types of calves.
No,
Yeah.
some people are.
Yeah.
But the same way I'm just a connoisseur for anything cosmetic. I like to look. So
I was gonna say, and look, she does.
I like to
Well,
look.
So here's my take on it. I know that there, overall, for the masses, people do view it differently, and 96%. I think it's like 9% because I think it's almost 14 or 13% of men are getting cosmetic surgeries. So it's still mostly us, women. But like you said, we have more body insecurities because
Yeah.
the media portrays the standard of beauty to be a certain way. For women, they don't really do that for you guys.
Go through so much to
But
change
and
it.
still, and even if our bodies, even that being said, if the media didn't portray a standard of beauty
Yeah.
that is almost impossible to live up to,
Yeah.
then we wouldn't be inclined to get certain surgeries. So, and we meaning women.
I know.
So men, when we see men doing it who are not in a certain industry, it's always, surprising to most people. And I say not in the industry because, people like The Rock, I think he's admitted to having surgeries done. But for him,
Yeah.
his body is his calling card. And I know a lot of other fitness competitors who have gotten surgeries. And I'm like, hey, thumbs up, because their bodies are their calling cards. Personal trainers, like your body, I'm not saying that I'm
Right.
pushing you to get
I get
cosmetic surgery, but your body is your calling card. So I don't think there's anything wrong with men or women doing it. I don't view them differently, but I view because I'm such a gym girl, I view bodies differently. Like when I see people on IG and they're scantily dressed, even women, and they're doing exercise, and people are like, well, you should put some pants on. I'm glad she doesn't have on pants. I want to see what muscles she's working. I want to see the separation. I want to see that.
Yeah.
So I just look at it differently, and I don't really give a flip that she's had her ass done or whatever. So I just look at it differently, and I know because I am a flight attendant in my profession, and we fly all over everywhere for just little of nothing. We have a whole Facebook group that is dedicated to flight attendants and plastic surgeons, and they talk about where in the world you can get what done, and people are posting pictures, men and women, from hairlines to abs to everything, and they're posting all types of pictures, and it's a very private group because body parts are being shown, and it's not anything that's sexual. It's just like, here, if you want to get your teeth done, if you want to get this done, and I don't see anything wrong with it.
You know,
I really don't.
Hairline replacement.
Yeah,
That's still cosmetic.
I'm very open about the fact that I've gotten my boobs done. Like, she didn't want me to talk about it one day, because she's protective and loving of me. But I'm just saying, I'm very open.
Thank you.
I am very open with that because I think it's important for women to share and to be open with that. And I think, and for me, it wasn't so much insecurity as I'm a gym person and I wanted body symmetry. Like, I have a big ass and big legs, and I wanted symmetry. And all my life I was like, I wanted to get this done, but I was like, I don't want it to mess up my running. Because I was at one point running 15 miles a day. And I was like, it's going to mess up my running. I can't do it. But once I got older, I was like, okay, 30s I was having kids, 40s I was raising kids, 50s I was like, I'm divorced, it's my time. I'm going to do what I want to do. So and I still wanted that body symmetry. And I feel like I have it now. So people can look at it like, oh, you felt insecure. Okay, maybe I did a little bit because I wanted to change it. I wanted to change it, improve it. Symmetry, however, whatever, verbiage you choose to give it, that's what I wanted. I don't think it's a bad thing that people get it, but I do think that overall the public views certain procedures that men get, like I know if women get BBLs, depending on the size of it's talked about, negatively. It can be a positive or it can be a negative. I've seen some beautiful BBLs.
No body symmetry after.
I'm like, it is. But when men get it, and there are a lot of men in the ATL, and they get it, and it's not such a good thing. And people are like, why? Because, like you said, men overall don't have the issues that we have.
Yeah.
So,
It's the things that we allow ourselves to be policed by or subjected to. I mean, as a man, you can choose not to really look at it. I think that, you're bombarded with more imagery as a woman. I think that, as a woman, it's harder to, to walk that line. I mean, very early on, I was like, hey, this is who I am. If God or the gym didn't give it to me, it's going to be what it is.
I think that's how most men probably feel about it. But I also feel like, it's not like necessarily monkey see, monkey do, but it's just like, damn, well, he did it,
Right.
And, no one's, alienating him out the group, and, he's off the text thread. And it's okay.
So let me ask you this, Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I hear you, guys. I just let me ask you both this. Yes. You're in a long-term relationship, but just put your mindset as if you weren't. Okay? Like you don't, like he didn't exist.
I know what that meant.
Okay, I'm just like, if you can, because you've been with him since birth. But put your mindset if he didn't exist. And this is a question for you too. You guys, we go through menopause, you guys go through andropause. And in that being said, you guys start to develop boobs, like A cups, like because a lot of fat tissue gathers around where the pecs used to be. It gets loose and it starts to, I forgot the medical term for it, gyna something, I can't remember. But it's basically male breasts. So what if you had a friend who wanted to get that removed, or a guy who came up to you and was like, you know, you were dating him and he was like, I think I'm gonna get these A cups cut off. What would you think?
I mean, I would like to find out if the surgery was safe, obviously. But I mean, if that's something that bothered him, I would support him in that. I would be honest and be like, either bother me or didn't. Oh yeah, I'd be like, yeah, great. Or it doesn't bother me. You can keep them. I'm cool with them. But whatever's going to make that person happy. You know what I mean? Because a happier person individually is going to be a happier person in a relationship. And I don't want to be, the source of your happiness, nor do I want to be a source of contention because I gave you static on something that you really wanted to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't want to hold you back from anything. Yeah. So you can resent me. Yeah, that's not healthy either.
Mm-hmm.
So do you? As long as it's
So
safe.
you'd be supportive.
I would be supportive.
What would you say if this was your friend?
I would support my friend. I would say, hey, I want you to be happy, but don't you ever in your no, you better not ever tell me nothing like that again. I will.
So you wouldn't want to know if he was getting this done?
Man, blissful ignorance. It's a thing.
But what if you was alright? He had A cups. Is that not something that guys tease each other over? Like.
No, because you start throwing rocks, there's something wrong with you.
But
you
you just said that they're going to throw rocks at you for getting the
They're going to throw rocks
surgery.
at you for getting plastic surgery.
Yeah, but you won't throw rocks
you
for...
see this? Ain't nobody, man, this is it's
Well,
happening.
having an extra, like, little pinch or whatever around your...
Fupa?
You don't have
You
it.
don't have a
I hope you don't have
because you
it.
don't have the pink.
Right. At least not that.
Not that pink.
Right.
So, but having an extra inch or whatever around your middle is different from having, breast tissue when you're
Because that is a woman, a female feature that a man is developing. So I could see how that could make a man feel away.
Yeah.
Like,
You gotta,
and that
for
which is
me,
why they have male Spanx, like those Spanx tank tops, because men are wanting to flatten that out.
that's wonderful. Wow, congratulations, fella. But for me, no, I'm good. And you my friend. I'm not gonna disown you, but I don't need to know all of that. You need to keep me, blissfully ignorant.
Okay, so, but getting, and I don't know if getting that surgery is the same as it is for women, because I know some women who've gotten reductions.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's the same procedure. I have no idea. But I do know some men who have talked about getting that done, like some people that I've worked with.
the boobs cut off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, who've talked about it. And, the men, because they're older and they have a lot of fleshy tissue. They're
So it's
talking
really
about,
like a reduction.
it is, but I just don't know if it's the same. Getting a reduction is more serious than getting an augmentation.
So it's probably like just liposuction around that area for the.
For the men?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it needs to be like we're gonna sever it off and take your areola off
But that being said, though,
Yeah.
there's still some healing. So you still might have to know, like man, what's wrong with you? Why can't you come do X, Y, Z? Because I had.
If you're my
surgery.
good friend, we don't talk every day. What we do, what we don't, we
All right.
might. And the great thing is that that's the measure of a true friend. Is that I go 6 months without talking to you. We're gonna pick up right where we left off.
6
So
months.
man, 6 months without talking.
So
to you.
basically, you're saying you can keep that a secret. I still
Man,
have
dude,
to know.
go
Right.
take your 6 months.
Basically.
Go take your 6 months, and I'm not gonna be like none of that, metrosexual. Hey, you haven't called me. I've missed you, bruh. Hey, man, welcome back. Let's get a beer.
I have another scenario,
Okay.
and it's really for you. Welcome anytime to chime in. You got a good friend. You talk. He's open about, man. You said one day that men don't like to say she cheated on me because you're gonna be looking.
Got me.
She got me, right? All right, but somebody got him. A lot of people got him, right? people just keep cheating on him because he may have a sweet pickle. And so he can't do anything about that, but it makes him very unlucky in love. This your friend. You're like, damn, man, I'm so sorry. I wish it was something I could do for you, but I can't. And so he's like, but I can. I can go get this penile implant. Would you freak out if he told you that? Would you not understand why he would want to get that?
You know, Gary would. Yes, you will. You can't even.
No, I wouldn't freak out. I mean, I'm very controlled. I would be like, man, dude, I hear you. Congratulations,
Fella.
But don't you ever, and your mother, no, don't you, man, dude, don't tell me that. I don't need to know you like that.
See, he couldn't even take the damn titty surgery.
All right, let's change it to you. If you were that unlucky person, you don't share it with anybody else, you keep it to yourself, but you are unlucky in love. You've had people, sorry, not gonna happen. But should you live the rest of your life not ever having sex? Because, everyone's like, oh no.
My tongue game gonna be strong.
So you wouldn't even think about getting a penile implant if you were that person. It's available.
Thankfully not in that situation,
right,
so
okay.
I don't have to. I don't know that I could answer that question. But I would like to believe, based on what I know today, that I don't think that I would. First of all, I'm not a big surgery person.
Okay.
And so within that, that's a very sensitive area. I mean, I liken that almost to like operating on my vocal cords or my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very serious surgery. And so if I didn't have to do it, now if it got, somehow it was missing.
It was castrated.
Missing, I can't use that word.
Lorena bobbed it.
Right, if it were missing, then I might have
to.
But then I might have to look at it differently if it were taken away from me.
Okay.
But to be like, nah, I don't know, I don't think so. I would like to believe that I would.
So you have a hard line between if this was something that was kind of life or death, or if it was something that you were in some tragic accident and it was removed involuntarily, you know what I mean? You would do it. I
could be of the mindset to do it.
All right, but for just cosmetic purposes to enhance or to improve and or alter, you're not with it. Augment. Don't pull out all the words. Here we go. All right, but no. Okay, so there's your line in the sand. I get it.
And I mean, I want to be very clear about this. Anybody can do anything that they want to do.
You feel that way about liposuction too with men?
I mean, do you? But I don't
Just
want
don't
to
tell
know
you
you. I don't want to know you like that.
So you're not judging. You just don't want to know. Like don't
No,
ask,
you
don't
don't
tell.
judge.
Don't ask, don't
Right.
tell.
I mean, because, people tell you stuff all the time. Yeah, you can't see that person at work. And I'm like, I'm not checking for it. And I mean, not only am I not checking for it physically, I'm not mentally checking for it. I'm not even taught to check like that. I want the person to do whatever it is that they do. I'm happy for them. But I am not co-signing it. I'm not helping. I'm not doing it. I'm not even going to pick you up from the hospital. I'm not that person.
Well, dang.
So if your friend was like, come get me,
Damn, a friend. What if it was a woman you were
get a
dating?
nose job.
See,
So
my friends, I thought we were talking about me and males. Now, if
Okay.
it's a woman,
Oh, okay.
oh, do you know how my nurse game is? Girl, come here, let me get you back to health. Are
Okay.
you kidding?
All right.
as long as he doesn't have to pay for it.
Correct.
No, the woman might get some money, man. I mean, I want her to feel strong about herself.
That's not what you said before. But okay.
No, I'm saying no. The woman, I'm more amenable to it.
Okay, but your guy friends, you're like, I'm not giving you one red dot.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't blame you on that, quite honestly. I mean, like, if somebody's getting plastic surgery or cosmetic surgery, they should be able to.
Right.
Deal with
Yeah.
that debt themselves,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I
I can understand you doing that for a woman that you're seeing, but a guy friend, absolutely enough and not.
Right.
Mm.
Right. Then you know it like morph into other stuff. He like, man, can you come put cocoa butter on? Not, right, not that there's anything wrong with that, but it's just not for me. You know, no. That's how stuff gets started. Draw a line in the sand. You stay on the other side of the sand. I'm gonna stay on mine, and we cool. And we super cool.
Not cocoa butter.
Rub it.
Oh
No.
Wow. I don't know. I'm not sure what I expected for your opinion to be. I'm not so sure if I thought it was going to be like such a hard line. Even though I know that as society, men don't get operations like women do.
Right.
As many. Or, like you said, talked about. But this is why. This is why they can't talk about it.
I'm part of the support network problem. Yes, you are right.
You are.
I am like totally like I have extinguished the support network as it relates to me and that. But other stuff, you know, man. If one of my guy friends was to tell me, "Hey, man, I think she got me," do it happens. Don't worry about it. It happens to the best of us. I'm your guy for that. I'm there for you. But man, I think, you know, I want my butt to be tighter, bruh. No.
I want my butt to be tighter.
I got into a huge fight when I first moved to California because I was in the gym, I was working out, and a dude told me, he was like, "Man, I could get your butt tighter." Next thing I know, I'm posting bond. I done choked this dude out. I'm like, where I come from, we don't do stuff like that. We don't talk to each other like that. We don't have that level of comfortability. And I mean, I've changed. I probably wouldn't have choked him, you know what I'm saying, today. But, I mean, we still don't have that level
You
of
didn't know how to
comfortability.
receive what he said.
I knew exactly how to receive what he said. At that point in my life, I did exactly what I was supposed to do.
Was he a trainer or was he just
He was some dude from the dumbbells. I don't know.
Was he hitting on you? Or was he a trainer and he just...
That's the thing about California, you never really know. You know, he could have been, he could have not been. And I don't know all of the approach tactics, you know what I'm saying? So it could have been, it could have not been, but I know how it made me feel. I know that his level of comfortability was very off-putting.
Mm-hmm.
And not that there's, you know, hey, dude, do you. You know, there's plenty of people out here for you. I'm just not one of them.
So at that point in time in your life, you didn't know how to ignore people.
I learned, you know, after 200 hours of community service, I mean, I was
How
better.
old were you?
26,
Okay.
26, 27 maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. He didn't know nothing.
Get my butt tighter.
Right, and then, you know, was standing over me and I'm lifting weights. I'm like, hey, man, dude, and as soon as I put the weights up, it's like, you know, it's not, don't you ever, you know.
Exactly. Patty wagon. Oh my goodness. But, all right. That's an interesting topic.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I wouldn't pass.
You wouldn't pass?
I wouldn't pass judgment.
I wouldn't either.
Yeah.
I didn't pass
And I
judgment.
haven't.
I'm
I
not
know.
going to help you or support you.
You don't want to know anything about it to pass a judgment or not.
Right.
Yeah, I know people who've gotten it done. Now, I have been accused of having a BBL. And I
Yes,
didn't
you
like
have
that.
been
I have
accused.
about a handful of times, even most recently. And
That's the
the person was
internet, bro.
adamant
Yeah.
that I've had, you know, a padded something, and I was like,
I'm like, that thing been with her
all my life.
All
It
her life.
follows me everywhere.
Exactly.
But you know, and not that there's anything wrong with getting BBLs, but nobody likes to be accused of something that they didn't do.
Right.
It's
You're like,
not
if I did it, I would
true.
own it.
Or it's
I
not
understand.
true. Right. I would just say I had a BBL if I had one. Yeah. So
And a lot of people don't. Now that is true. A lot of people don't.
that's true.
Yeah.
But I feel like I have a responsibility to be honest about things.
You said something earlier, Janae. You said that you like that I didn't say what you thought I was going to say.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's so important because, you know, we don't rehearse things. You know, everything that the audience is getting is what really, how we feel
For
and
sure.
what we are able to say in that moment. And I think it's important for people to really recognize that. And thank you for pointing it out, because it's important that we are genuine and
That's
we are
right.
authentic.
That's right.
And I mean, we give it all to our audience. We say how we feel, and we make ourselves very transparent at times. So thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, you got me. Yeah, you got me. Yeah, you
Yeah,
surprised
we
me.
do. We lay it on the floor. We're very unscripted and genuine with our conversations, for sure.
And responses, because
And responses. Yes.
sometimes I'm surprised.
I'm always surprised.
All right. Please let us know, guys, what your experience has been with hearing the news that someone got some cosmetic surgery. If it's a man, if it's a woman, what was your immediate response to that? Was it like, oh my God, he did what? Or she did what? Or is it just like, do you, girl? It looks great. I'm interested. We're interested. We want to know.
Yes, let us know. Leave your comments in the comments section. And also, if you are on YouTube, please let us know what you're thinking, because we want to hear from you guys too. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's Conversations Overheard, everyone. And like, subscribe, and share.
Please do. Please
Please.
do. Let's keep this conversation going. This topic isn't going anywhere anytime soon.
That's right.
The age limit, I think, is going lower and lower and lower for
For cosmetic
plastics.
surgeries?
Absolutely.
Totally agree.
Young girls are getting cosmetic surgery.
At 16 and 17 in Arizona, people are taking their daughters for breast augmentation.
Yeah.
Juniors and seniors.
I'm not even sure if they're fully developed at that age, though. Like, you
Yeah.
might still get some,
Yeah, there's hope.
Right.
So anyway, have a great evening. Thank you for tuning in. And
We
will see
appreciate you
next
guys.
week.
Yes. All right. Until then, be well.
That's right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.